So, if I was Andy, what I'd try and do is shake the Jesus out of me before I've properly got into how this bike rides and handles. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Straight in down stinky steps. My name's GuyK. I've been a professional bike tester for nearly 25 years. And tonight is my first flat out shakedown ride on my specialised Chisel limited edition XC gravel build project. This thing is insane. So no drop of post obviously, 100mm travel. Oh, that SID is good though. That SID is good. Which way around do the gears go again? No, not that way. Oh, the acceleration on this is comical, as you would expect from 9.2 kilos. And she is nippy. Handling, just for context, Andy's on a Santa Cruz Tallboy 3. Kind of the classic TNSC trail bike. And he was said he's to take it steady till he gets to the climbs. I can see his mission. Oh, this is insane. There's a lot of interesting steering sensations going through a 600 gram 20 psi tyre on a super short. Well, no, it's about 60mm effective SEM. So it is responsive, to say the least. But at least I've got those stickier T7 shoulders, because the pure T5s are lethal. Anyway, let's get into the more interesting section. Catch up. Obviously, the nice thing about these 29mm wide internal rims with the kind of reinforced edges means that even with super light tyres you can run the pressures appropriately, kind of cyclocross low to get the grip and the speed sustain. Okay, this thing just wants to go and go and go. Lack of dropper, definitely the most concerning thing so far. That and the fact I'm already bottoming out the SID. I actually did a few setup rides on it to get the pressures dialed. Because not playing with much air chamber, and the race day damper, charger damper is, well, I thought it was pretty firm to be honest, but it's actually loosened up a lot for the first few rides, so travel is easier now. Running a spacer and a half, because that makes me sound far more techie than running either one spacer or two, but might have to go back to 2 for a bit more progression. Actually comes with 1 as standard, but when you press on the gas on this, it is just insane, and such a sublime frame feel as well. Just so, it's like how you want a Thai bike to be, but they often aren't. But then with that kick. Evening. Hey. Hello. Hello. Oh, not at all. Not at all. You didn't meet our spaniel when she was young. So you just press the pedals and it just vanishes up the trail. Oh, this is silly. This is like nitrous oxide in a frame set. Or complete bike, to be fair. Right, so this is normally a challenge. to accelerate off here, but you can hear it's actually wheel spinning going up. That's new, that's a novelty, and I like it. Actually, impressively smooth at the back wheel, tons of traction. That is a bit of, it's a lot of a gift, let's be honest. I mean, I love this bike when I first rode it in standard spec, but this is next level. This is probably where they get their revenge though. GoPro to the guts. Oh. Oh, buckaroo. I'm gonna need to work on my rebound settings down there, but I can get a bit snatchy on the front brake, then feel the fork twanging back in towards you. It's only got those skinny 32mm legs. Apart from that, I'm worrying about ripping my particulars off on the back of this fabric saddle. I've had worse. And then a little hoppy skippy happiness as soon as you get to that classic XC trails. Just delicious. Oh, as much as it's a show pony with this paint job, it's a little hunting hack as well. Come on, it's got to leave a bit more. Whoa, hello. That'll learn me. I was about to say I've got to believe a bit more in the tyres and probably fell off. Right, come on guys. It's not the bike. Yeah, I know. It's not the bike. That was pilot error. Right, come on. There we go. That's better. That's better. Come on guys. Make a good show of the bike. It deserves better than that bit you rode just then. There we go. I mean, it does get bunched up when you put too much lock on it and apply power. There's a fair amount of flex. To be fair, the wheels feel great, but at 20 psi, there's some squirm in these tyres and that fork. So it's not the most laser accurate thing, but keep your grip open and your options open, and it'll get through pretty much anything so far. Oh, I've just realised, did all of that camera pointing down because I did it on the descent, but I'll see if that's savable. You know, you've definitely got to work with the tyres. You've got to remember that you've got just about to say, you've got to remember you've got to lean it around corners to get the soft compound, and then promptly went straight into the tree. Nice one, Kez. The thing about it, it's the leaning that you miss from not having a dropper. But you used to do it, just got to remember it. In terms of the smoothness and what it'll roll over, it's awesome. Super impressed. Come on, lean, guys. There we go. Just get a bit forward. Cock that leg up. What? I'm just checking the suicide lines. Don't blame him. Come on, let's close that gap. That's what this loves doing. Shutting down gaps. It's washboard like that. Super impressive. And narrow bars gives you more room as well. This is definitely potentially another camera in the belly moment, but I'm just really surprised by, I've obviously got a lot of relearning to do in terms of how to ride hardtail smoothly, fast, get mobile on it, but otherwise I've been super surprised at just how agile, enjoyable this has been on the single track. And that steep head angle, mid-length stem agility, means that on tight techie climbs like this, it's really easy to place the front wheel where you want. But because it's so long, because it's an XL frame, it's still pretty stable. There's loads of breathing room. Although the funny thing is, you do find it kind of bobs through the tyres. Either that, or I'm just too used to pedaling suspension and I kind of self-compensate. This is kind of the challenge powered climb in the Nid. Colfit's 250 comes off the end of this boardwalk, and it's just kind of a 30-second absolute smash fest, but it's pretty rough, so I don't know whether I'll need full suspension to properly go up here, but the conditions pretty much prime, and this bike feels crazy at the moment. Come on. All right, lads. Come on. Slide the front. The result of that remains to be seen. Nice one, Andy. Nice one, mate. Andy kept me honest up there. Fair play, mate. Andy and I have been tussling over the com for that one for a long old time. Totally interesting to see if it's changed tonight. Whew. Conditions felt good. Boom. Alright, this will be interesting because it's more of a techie exercise climb. But, whoop, I've stalled, but it's light enough to get going. Those wheels accelerate so easily with those Control SL rims. Oh no, hand dab. Conkers. Stop talking and concentrate. There we go. But yeah, not clean, but pretty much effortless. Should probably go down and do another clean run. But wow, it's never been as easy as that on this. Higher gear for a bit more drive to keep it straight, because there's no weight slowing me down. There we go. Yes, bit of a skid from the Renegade on the rear, but definitely more pliable and traction rich than the full T5s. Whew, and lighter too. This S-Works carcass. Well, as far as summer special single track first rides go, that has been pretty much the sweetest way it could have gone. Didn't clean everything first time, and it's a tree, but you know, had some learning to do. Can't blame the bike, that's just me forgetting how to handle it. It's actually this SID up front is remarkably controlled. I mean, it ain't a SID Ultimate. I mean, it's not a match for the SID 35, but it's a lot lighter. And the actual stroke damping that's bedded in is really impressing me. First couple of rides it was a bit taut. Might have to go back and rewrite my Bike Perfect first impressions. And I'm certainly going to have to go and rewrite my complaints about these Hope brakes squealing the house down, because it's a bit of creak, but certainly no shrieking now. So, obviously, I'll be going through all the components as individual tests as I put more time into them, but whew, first ride, my favourite local single track, definite win. So, I'm going to push the boundaries, both in terms of more gravel stuff and more hardcore stuff. Let's see where the limits of this bike are. I just love looking down that cockpit. Oh, it's just so clean. And you can see the head tube and the fork brace over the front because of the length of the frame. So there we go, proper single track first ride on my limited edition Chisel build, done. And it has been properly sensational. I mean, I know there's a bunch of lightweight hardtails around, but considering this, you know, the base bike here is pretty affordable and you haven't gotten that crazy on build. Just the speed, the acceleration of this bike, plus how kind of smooth but like buoyantly fluid and just alive it is just fantastic. You know, I'm super happy with how this has come out for a first build. Yeah, dead pleased. I hope brakes have stopped screaming. The Renegade tyres held up really well tonight. Running them about 20 psi is giving me loads of traction. So, yeah, couldn't have gone better, really. Still got to do a lot of relearning. Remember how to ride a cross-country hardtail, but damn, the potential of this as just a summer speed special is just off the charts. So, massive thanks to Specialized for sending the frame, SRAM, RockShox for contributing kit, Specialized for the tyres and the wheels as well, Syncross for the bars and stem, Fabric for saddle, Ritchie for seat post, and Hope for the brakes. Massive thanks to my channel sponsors, Zero Cycling UK, PEs and Crudcatcher, and huge thanks to the guys on Patreon who subscribe on a monthly basis to support the channel directly. If you really like what I'm doing, please consider joining on a monthly basis. It's only a small pledge, but it makes a massive difference to being able to continue with the channel, grow it, and make more content, which is hopefully what you want to see. So, subscribe, click for notifications, share the news about the channel. If there's anything you want to suggest to me, something you'd like me to do, something you don't want me to do anymore, just get busy in the comments. You know, I love chatting to you guys. That's what makes it so much more dynamic and connected than working for the magazines. So, that's it, really. Thanks for joining me on this first ride. It's been an absolute blast. And I've got 2 King of the Mountains on the bag, unsurprisingly, on climbs. But yeah, absolute flying machine, this Chisel. So, I've been GuyK on GuyK's TV, and I'm rather damn chuffed with my special edition Chisel XC Affordable Ultralight bike build.